Well, we can't post this link on Facebook or Twitter, but we can definitely film a video. Labrador chess master blindsided by ruling banning transgender women from competing in events. That is said woman who's been banned. Morgan Mills of Happy Valley Goose Bay, who I have exchanged emails with today. Now let's have a little fun. Let's go way back into our time machine and look at this chess club. Recognize anyone in there? Who's that arrogant person front and center there wearing the Toronto Maple Leafs? Recognize that face, anyone? The irony. Said person is holding the king. Can't see it very well. Yes, everybody. I am Jennifer McCreath, and the lighting in here is a little awkward. Is that any? Not much better. Do I look the same as I did 30 years ago? You see, my parents forgot to tell me I was trans, so back in high school I still hadn't figured it out, so I was trying to live life as a man. And I guess I was doing what supposedly men do better than women, according to this article, is play chess. Since it's allegedly a sport. Yeah, we've heard it. Everyone's been talking about it lately. Trans women have an unfair advantage in sports because of biological situations. Is that true? Or is it not true? Guess what? Chess is not a physical sport. You pick up the pieces and you move the pieces. You use your brain to decide which moves to make. It has nothing to do with muscle power or hormones. Well, maybe it does. I don't know. Anyway, the world, who are they called? Global World Chess, whatever the hell those people are called now. The leaders, the gatekeepers, have decided that people born male are, I guess, smarter than people born female. Is that the right word? It's not a physical thing. Chess is not a physical game. You're not in there throwing punches or hitting a bat to a ball or kicking a football or running a marathon. As we know, I've done that. But it's interesting. When I was living life as a male, way back when, in 1993, I was actually a very terrible chess player. Let's go back to that picture, okay? Let's see what we got here now. You know, for all we know, some of these other people may have transitioned too. I haven't kept in touch with any of them, but there's what would appear to be males and females in that picture. And here's the real funny thing. We actually competed in a tournament, a Ontario provincial chess tournament, and I physically attended a chess sanctioned event. Is that the right? I don't even follow it anymore. I was ranked 5,000 whatever the hell in Canada in chess because I showed up to a tournament and played 3 matches, and I believe I went 1 and 2, and I can't remember the sexes or the genders of the opponents. Back then nobody was talking about trans people. It's interesting that this, let's go back to today's article. I don't know if it was this article or another one, so excuse me. It does mention that chess has... Now why did it just shrink like that? Okay, this is really weird. Yeah, something's fucked up with this computer. We'll go back to me. Apparently there's a female chess world championships and a so-called open world chess championship. And according to this credible source, no woman or female has ever won the Open Championships, implying that for some reason the best chess player in the world year after year is a man. Or is it male? I'm not sure now. They've got me confused. I think they're going by sex here, because as far as they're concerned, someone like myself who was born male would be considered ineligible in the women's category, despite transition. which I've undertaken. I'm not going to bore you with the details. There's other videos out there. I've gone through the trans process, hormone surgeries, name change, the country, legal processes, whatever. The only thing that hasn't really changed is my voice, and that's because voice surgery is very risky, and you can feminize the voice, but you can also risk ruining it. Bottom line, why was I such a lousy chess player? Probably because I didn't have a lot of experience. It is about the brain. And the more you play the chess, the more you learn the game and the strategies behind it. But I think it's absolutely ridiculous to suggest that by nature males are smarter than females, and therefore it's not fair for males to compete against females in chess. Again, my memory's a little foggy, but a lot of the females in that little high school picture kicked my ass on the chessboard. Didn't matter if I was big and strong. One little girl, she was probably 4'8", maybe 75 pounds, probably 4 or 5 years younger than me, grade 8 or 9, I can't remember, came in and whipped my ass on the chessboard. Here I was at the time, this so-called athletic jock person who was bragging about being the best tennis player in the school. Guess what? I couldn't compete on the chessboard at that time. Now, I would gladly challenge that person to a tennis match and suggest that I might have a physical advantage there. Maybe not now that I'm 49 years old and I have a very bad knee. But bottom line, this kind of proves my point. This campaign to ban trans people has nothing to do with fairness or equity. It has everything to do with bigotry, hatefulness, and erasure of something that you either don't understand or don't like. It's dehumanizing. Okay, you people are not allowed to be here because we don't consider you true humans. Really? What if I showed up looking like that I did in 1993? What's different about me? I don't know. Bottom line, the credibility has just taken a major hit because they're now suggesting that the competitive advantage in sport is akin to a mental advantage as opposed to a physical advantage. So basically, anyone who suggests that trans women have an unfair competitive advantage are basically saying it's because they believe we're smarter than you. Yes! Jennifer McCreath, trans woman, is supposedly smarter than all natal-born females according to this policy. And these people are supposedly bright individuals. Interesting how this is all happening at the same time that Saskatchewan is now requiring parental permission to be trans at school. It's like asking somebody permission to grow or to be left-handed or right-handed. No, you're not allowed to be 6 foot tall. I'm your parents. I know what's best for you. I want you to stay 5'2" and never grow an inch taller. That's about that's the same level of success you're going to have with this stupid policy. Idiots. Oh boy. Yeah. Competitive advantage, I don't want to hear it anymore because it's all bullshit. This is nothing but a ploy by the religious right to attempt to erase trans people and their identities. Shame on you all. On that note, I haven't played chess since 1994, maybe? To finish the story, I graduated from high school. I did. I didn't have the greatest marks because I was smart, but I was lazy. I got by. Anyway, I took the chess up a notch at university, and it got to be very, very frustrating. I played a game of chess against a university colleague, and it was an intense, long, heated battle. I think we played chess for 4 to 5 hours, and I blew what I considered was a lead in the match. And then I was just so angry when I lost that chess match. I'm a good sport. I shook hands and said, congratulations, great match. But after I walked out of that building, I threw a tremendous temper tantrum. To the point where I realized maybe I need to find something else to do with my time. So don't be afraid. Not all trans women are going to win your chess tournaments. And the other argument, oh, we want safe spaces. Yeah, so do we. Trans people are sick and tired of being humiliated, harassed, intimidated, assaulted, berated, dehumanized, etc. If you want to go play chess by yourselves without trans people, you go excuse yourselves, but don't claim to take over the world of chess because you don't have a fucking clue. That's my story, and that's the bottom line. And a big congratulations. I am officially declaring right now Morgan Mills of Happy Valley Goose Bay, Newfoundland and Labrador, Canada, to be the world chess champion by virtue of a forfeit, because nobody else has the guts to face her. So congratulations, Morgan. I'm proud that someone from Canada, and you can see my Newfoundland flag. I don't have a Labrador flag. Maybe I need to get one of those, but congratulations on being the best chess player in the world. They're so afraid of you that they make up excuses not to play you. So keep up the great work. And anybody else have a comment? Feel free. I'm not hard to find. And I always love a good discussion. Have a great day, everyone.